We did a bunch on a Thing Mo on Wednesday, so if you're wondering, "Hey, what do these guys think about a Thing Mo?" You can tune in there. Also, if she happens to DNS, will Kevin cry? Absolutely, after investing so much emotional energy in that. So now you know. But what's your pick? Let's run through the field. Anna Kent Bennett, Shannon Osika, Sage Herda, Ella Donahue, Nikki Hiltz, Jessica Hall, Corey McGee, Heather McLean, Josette Norris, Constance Klosterhoff, and Athing Mo, Eleanor Purrier St. Pierre, and Charlene Lipsy. Who are you going with? Give me a top three again.
My top three, I would probably go El Courier. I would go with Jessica Hall. And then I'm gonna go with like a Shannon Osika. That's my third. Change it
Okay.
up there. And I think a
This,
Thing Mo finish. There's 13. I think a Thing Mo finishes uh seventh or better.
wait a
Top
minute.
half.
You said fifth on Wednesday. What did
Okay,
she do in the
fifth.
last
That's
2 days to drop back? Did someone run a time trial that you
no,
didn't
no.
know
You're right.
about?
You're right. Say fifth or better. Sorry, I didn't remember the exact time. I knew it was just the top half. So fifth or better. Sure. Okay.
How
Take
many
that.
people do you think could win this race? Because this is really hard for me to forecast.
I don't think that many people can win it because I think El Purier is like better than all like extremely better than like at least half the field. So you could take half the field out.
Okay.
So there's a lot of people in this race who have zero chance of winning. And then when you look at the people who could potentially beat Purier, I think you could probably have 4 or 5 that could do it. And then I
Hmm.
just narrow it down to I'm like, do I think Josette Norris is going to win this race? I do not. I think she's good, but I just don't think she's going to win this race.
Hmm.
I think if you took El Purier out of the race, it would be
Hmm.
more wild, more open, more like I have no idea. It could be any way. It would feel like the men's 800 of 2021, where a different person wins every weekend. But
Yeah.
because El Purier is in this race, you know what she did at this meet before. You know that she's
Yeah.
she's just like a clear like 4 or 5 seconds better when it comes to like a 1500 than a lot of the other people in this field. You have to you have to go with Purier. So
We got this poll. Will Thing Mo run over or under 425 in the Millrose Games mile? 68% say under. So they are optimistic, just like we are. And if she runs under 425, I think that's when that top five finish is in play. I'm anticipating this is going to be a fast race, Gordon, because you look at 2020, Purrier likes to push. Purrier's been great indoors. I think because the Olympic final didn't live up to the rest of her season, even though it was still a pretty solid race, that just the women's 15 was just completely loaded last year. We forgot about how good Elle Purrier was and how she was just crushing. She was running and winning and also running crazy fast times too. It wasn't as if she was just winning these tactical races with a big kick with 200 to go. So, yes, I'm going to pick her as well too. But then if you say who can get top 3, then it really pretty much is anybody in that field. I think there's a lot of people that are bunched very close together. And I think the presence of a Thing Mo is going to make it go even quicker because I think people are going to be really aware that, hey, we have a 155 800 meter runner in here who can run 49 and a quarter. We need to make sure this thing gets moving. But I think, yeah, Purrier St. Pierre's my pick for sure.
yeah, I mean, a lot of this guessing also is very. We have no like concept of where any of these athletes are over the
Hmm.
past like 4 or 5 months. Like this is
Yeah.
probably the hardest race to project because you have no idea what the training's been like for any of these athletes. You're going purely off of what something that happened 6 months ago. Like
Yeah.
you're a different person from 6 months ago. Physically, mentally, everything, right? So we're just going based off of what we think. But like, if this race were to happen
Yeah.
like 2 weeks later after they had like a Millrose 1 and then there was a Millrose 2, then we'll be
Yeah.
able to really give a better understanding of like where everyone is. If we had two
Even
Millrose,
more Millrose. Man, now you're really making me excited, Gordon. If we had double Millrose, that
I
would
guess
be.
that's New Balance Grand Prix on the US
Yeah,
based side. But
we're
you know what I'm
forecasting,
trying to
but I'm
say.
trying not to overcomplicate things. The last time we saw these people run last season, Purrier was a cut above everybody in this group. Klosterhoffen was really good in 2020 in that mile. Purrier had to kick by her in the end. I just don't think she has the closing speed tagging with Purrier St. Pierre. But I'm also interested in people like McLean, her training partner, who made the Olympic team. That'll be fun. Osika, as you mentioned, and Josette Norris, are really strong runners as well too. And Mo is just the ultimate wild card in here. All right, let's move on. Travis, do you want to message us? Do you want us to talk men's 60 now? I'm assuming you want us to talk the men's 60 before you have to go.